Everybody needs a hobby.
So what's yours?
Resurrection.
Was that you?
Holy fuck. Hear that snap? I think, oh wow. Oh god.
Alright, I'm not sitting down.
It tastes bitter. It's like trail mix and shit.
Oh my god, it really smells like garbage.
Hey, I'm Kat.
Hey, I'm Mike.
And I can't breathe.
And today we're reviewing Skyfall.
We have an announcement to make. Skyfall is not the best Bond movie ever made. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone. It's not the best. It's a good Bond film.
Very good.
It's not
Very
the
good.
best. It's got its problems.
So basically in this one, M's past kind of comes to haunt her and James Bond has to save the day, as always. I enjoyed his performance immensely. He kicks ass. There's some amazing scenes. This movie looks so good. The sets were amazing, especially that Asian scene you see a little bit in the trailer.
It's like living in Kat's dreams.
I feel like Judi Dench was in it a little bit too much for it to be
She's
the
the
best
Bond
ever.
girl in this.
Fucking
She's the
damn
Bond girl.
What a damn...
Javier is amazing. He is mind-blowing. His performance is
Joker.
fantastic. We want him to be in it more, though. He wasn't in it enough.
Yeah, I feel like he wasn't utilized nearly enough, and there was something that was set up about his appearance, and it doesn't pay off at all
Yeah,
in the end.
you
I
just
kind
keep
of felt
waiting for it.
I kind of felt really let down about that.
Shit.
But the first like half hour or like 45 minutes, I'm like, why is everyone saying this is the best Bond film? Why? And then he showed up.
Yeah,
I'm
and
like,
then you're
oh, him. Wow, this performance is, I hope this pays off.
His entrance in that whole section there,
Yeah.
fantastic.
So good. Didn't pay off for me.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot of masters at work here. The director, the cinematographer, and the actor. I understand this Bond is about being a personal story, because everything is personal about it.
Yeah.
Skyfall, the name itself, is very personal to James Bond. But to have a villain who's very personal, he didn't have enough intimate moments on screen as much as James Bond did to actually fulfill that story,
You
that
wanted
arc.
more. You wanted more of that, and he was just so good that you wanted him to keep coming back, just like
Exactly.
the Joker.
I wanted to see him be as menacing as he's played out to be.
You see it in the trailer, the Bond girl, Bernice Marlowe, she says, like, you don't know fear. Like, if you don't know fear like him.
Sam Mendes said that he was heavily influenced by The Dark Knight.
And that's clear.
The Joker, everything about that, how it was shot, and it's obvious that this villain is basically modeled after him, but I mean, Javier does put his own spin on it. You don't see it, left to your imagination of like the scary things he has done, because he has unlimited power due to a computer.
He went to Comtech class, let's just say that. What I thought was a good idea, though, was showing that James Bond is vulnerable, and he's not perfect, and he's going to make a lot of mistakes, and it's going to cost him. And I really like that part of the film. Actually, that's what I like the most about this, is that he's not invincible, and you watch him realize that.
The stuff from the past looks great. The way they weaved it in, all these old little tidbits are fantastic.
And did we mention it's the 50-year anniversary of Bond?
So don't get me wrong, I like the film, but it's not the best James Bond film.
No.
Is it as good as Casino Royale? In my opinion, not even close. The first 20 minutes I'm sitting there like, okay, when does it actually get as good as Casino Royale? The chase scene at the beginning of this, not even close to Casino Royale. Where does it go from here now?
So is this the last Daniel Craig Bond?
No, I think he's signed on for another 2. I honestly think the series will need such a big change. If he's not black, make him female. Like, I don't
Black
care.
female.
Yeah, anything. I don't care.
007 can't be female because it's James Bond. Was it going to be Jamie Bond?
Jane.
That's lame.
You know what?
Jane.
Cat farted. I'm not coming back
Jane,
to the set.
come here.
No.
Jane.
No, I had to deal with this for a year and a half.
What do you give it out of 10? Skyfall. The movie we're reviewing right now.
I give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Cinematography, brilliant. Acting, brilliant. Directing, brilliant. But you can't put all of this together and always expect something to be brilliant every time. Music, didn't really notice it. And it was
The music was weird. I didn't really like it
Well,
that much.
David Arnold, he composed a lot of the last James Bond films, and it was more electronic. This one was Thomas Newman, who did American Beauty, and he's done all of the director's past films. So to see them go in that route, I thought, it's not, you know, like when they did
Oh my god, Jay.
when they did American Beauty together, that's a unique score.
I was going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's an excellent Bond film, but it's not the best Bond film. Not even the best Daniel Craig Bond film. I think Casino Royale is better than this.
Yeah.
And I don't think the villain was utilized, and I felt like there was no payoff to this.
The bad guy was so good in this one.
He's so
I liked
good.
him better than the one in Casino Royale.
Alright.
Sets for this were amazing, and the fighting scenes were also really great. So I'm giving it a 9. I liked it better than you guys.
Guys, I mean, guy.
There were some letdowns.
You smell. You know it's a shit show? For pants, right?
That's a letdown, the fucking asshole.
Alright, get it over with. Fuck.
Do you know how fucking long you talked for? Eat a
Matt,
dick.
You smell like a fucking pumpkin patch.
I didn't really like the score that much, and there were some parts that were a little not quite up to snuff, but overall, I loved the film. The bad guy was so amazing. The fight scenes were amazing. The sets were fantastic. The costumes were wow.
3 kilobytes.